Hello, beautiful people. My name is Honest Am. I am the editor and the creator of the Honestly Sis newsletter, a bi-weekly newsletter geared towards millennial women who are truly trying to get their shits together. If you're interested in learning more about me or Honestly Sis, go ahead and check out honestlysis.com or look down in the description box below. This is going to be a daily motivational video, and if you're interested in working with me or if you have any comments, put that down in the comment section. If you love this video, give me a thumbs up. Or if you want to work with me, again, all the information is in the description box below. All right, y'all. I'm going to shut up because I feel like I'm just blah. Make sure that you check out. No matter what, make sure that you check out the description box below because there may be additional guidance and motivation for you. All right, y'all. God, what messages do you have for us this week to encourage us, to bring heaven on earth, to become the alchemists of our lives, or just to do magic in public? 2 cards, God. Angel number 104. 2 cards. All right. So the 2 cards that came out is honesty and willingness. Ooh, I actually really love these 2 cards. For honesty, we have an angel that is literally standing in the mirror. And what I feel like this week, God is asking you this week, today, or this may just be something that you may want to think about all month. I don't know, but just know that this reading is completely timeless. What God wants you to think about is are you being honest with yourself? Are you truly doing everything that you need to do to get yourself where you say you want to go? What happens is so many of us, we create these vision boards. And this is honestly why I created this channel and why I'm doing tarot reading this way, because it's not about, for one, I was like I've always been like a seeker, and I watched the Oprah specials on the law of attraction. I read The Secret book. I made vision boards, and none of that shit came true. I was like doing it, and I was really like, okay, it should happen. But what's happened is that in order to truly manifest these things that we want in our lives and co-create and all of that stuff, there has to be a complete honesty that happens on our part. We have to be clear on who we are, and we have to make sure that we are making creation in 3 steps. So meaning that our thoughts, our words, and our actions are all in alignment. But so often, because of things that happened in our past, because of old programming, because of our grandparents, because of our upbreeding, we don't have, like, we say that we want certain things, but just in our mind, there's just self-sabotage. We don't feel that we're worthy. We don't feel that we're good enough. And I feel like what God is saying this week, he wants you to really, truly take a look in the mirror, ask yourself, am I doing everything to be the best person that I say I want to be? Am I truly working towards the things that I say in my life, or am I just talking? That's what God wants you to do. And at the same time, if you do realize, okay, I'm not doing everything that I can do, I'm not really working towards this dream, I feel like what God is saying is you need to have a willingness. Like, if you really want to change, if you really want love in your life, you have to be honest on what's the blocks, what's the things that's stopping you from experiencing love, why, what failed in the past in your past relationships. If every single man that you come across end up treating you shitty, you cannot just come away with the conclusion that all men are shitty. You have to ask yourself, what am I doing to attract shitty men in my life? And that may be hard to hear, but there's a need to be honest, and there has to be also a need to be honest and the willingness to truly change and to really, truly try to pivot to make these things come about. That's the only way that we're going to manifest our dreams, and that's the only way that we're going to be able to bring heaven on earth, is by being honest with ourselves and having a willingness to walk out the steps. Angel number 404. All right, God, give us 1 card to clarify this message of honesty and willingness. Give us 1 card to clarify this message of honesty and willingness. 1 card, God. There's, I used to always say, I don't want to be an accountant. I don't want to be an accountant. And for 3 years, I was looking for different accounting jobs. And I had to look at myself and be honest and be like, do you want to be an accountant? Do you feel like this all you can do? And so I had to stop doing that. I said, okay, I don't look for any accounting jobs. I tried to put myself out there as a writer. But then again, I had to look at myself again and say, okay, do you really want to work for somebody else, or do you want to build your own shit? Do you want to be the boss of yourself, or do you want to go learn somebody else's rules and regulation and build somebody else's dreams? If you truly want change, if you really, really want to do this, if you really want to be an alchemist, be a life master, be this great writer, be this great painter, be this great actor, you have to fully become that. You have to walk as though you are that. And so your actions have to match that. It can't just be, you can't just think about it, you can't just talk about it. It all has to work in one. The card that came out to clarify this message of honesty and willingness, angel number 539, is I am always receiving the essence of what I am giving. Appreciation and love and alignment to that which is source is the ultimate giving back, so to speak. For in your pain and struggle, you have nothing to give back. What you are living is always an exact replication of your vibrational pattern of thought. Nothing could be more fair than the life you are living it. For as you are thinking, you are vibrating. And as you are vibrating, you are attracting. So you are always getting back the essence of what you're giving. So that's why God is saying, oh, and look at the bottom. It comes not by magic, but by universal law. So what is all of this saying to us? What God is saying is that if you don't like where you're at in your life, you have to really, truly take a step back and be honest, look in the mirror and say, how did I get here? Why am I here? What can I do to change it? So for me, for example, I realized, okay, I don't want to be an accountant no more. For 7, almost 10 years, I have been trying to fight not being an accountant. I have applied for accounting jobs. I have applied for writing jobs. I have applied for, scholarships and grants, all this bullshit. I even tried to think about going back to school. And what I had to come to the conclusion is that to be truly happy is for me to build my own. It's for me to be able to somehow be able to be financially stable as a creative, because there's a lot of different things that I want to do and I need to be able to have that flexibility. So when I was truly honest with myself, I stopped. I literally, this only been a month, so I'm being honest here, but I made this decision. I made this mental clarity that I'm going to give myself a year of no complaining, a year not applying for anybody else's job, a year of just focusing and putting all of my attention in my craft and in my projects. I'm not going to chase social media. I'm not going to do anything to try to get anybody attention. I'm just going to put my head down and create. I'm not going to worry about the views. I'm not going to worry about the numbers. I am just going to create. And then I'm going to see what is going to happen from my life if I just focus on what I have and not what I don't have. And I feel like that's what God is wanting you to do. You have to be honest about your situation. You have to be honest with yourself. God can't bless who you're pretending to be. So this week, I feel like what God is saying is, if there's stuff that you don't like about your life, if there's aspects of your life that makes you uncomfortable or that you just don't like, that's just ugly, look at it. Ask yourself, how did I get here? And then have the willingness to really, truly try to create change, or just have the willingness to have the courage to say, okay, I'm not going to move at all. I'm not going to try to move myself out the situation. I'm going to trust God. I'm going to trust the universe. And God is saying, when you do that, when you have that willingness to surrender and to trust, your life is going to change. It is not because anything magical happened. It's going to change because of universal law, because you decided to change the way that you are living. You decided to change what you're putting your attention to. And by you changing your focus of what you're putting your attention to, by you changing the way that you think, by you changing your actions, the full manifestation is going to happen. This is how it happens. This is how you untrap yourself. Angel number 911. It's not magic. It's not some magic formula. It's not, you don't have to be special. You don't have to get the vision board just right. You don't have to get the crystal board just right. It is about being honest with yourself. All right, guys. Let's do a sacred rebel, and then we're going to wrap this on up. Actually, sorry, we're switching gears, guys. We're actually going to do a black angel card. A Black Angel card. All right, God. Final message clarifying honesty, willingness, and that we're always receiving the essence of what we are giving. Honesty and willingness. I had to change my idea. I had to stop being like, oh, I'm trying to get people to get me. And then I had to just stop all that shit. Like, it's not about that. It's about documenting the ascension. I know where I'm going. I know who I want to be. It's not about convincing anybody else. It's about getting in alignment with yourself, angel number 1030, so that you can attract the people and the resources that you want. People can tell you. I had to stop following one of my favorite influencers because she was just giving me the wrong energy. Like, I just didn't need that energy right now. The Helper. I'm going to read The Helper for you guys. Like, I realized, like, I'm like, I love this girl, but she makes me feel like I need to be on social media. I need to be doing this, and I don't need that energy. I need to just worry about creating, documenting, output, consistency. That's it. That's all I need to focus on. All that other stuff is going to come. Angel number 1111. If you selected the Helper, you are far too absorbed in what you do in life. You are mission driven. Your way of pushing in life drains your energy. This draining and pushing is an escape from other parts of your life. What or who are you avoiding? What are the true intentions of your mission? Are you realistic about your capabilities? Angel number 1133. And this is your final message. And then I'm going to try to wrap it up for you guys. You acknowledge and accept all that is around you. Your big heart helps you to be the creator of solutions to the questions, Your big heart helps you to be the creator of solutions to the questions concerning life and to situations that require your ingenuity and innovation. You have a way with things. Your slogan is, if there's a will, there's a way. You do not deal with impossibilities. People may see you as someone who pushes forward when everyone and everything else has failed. While others are closing down, you are opening up space to allow all the wonderful possibilities. You have a large capacity for appreciating life. Your waking path includes your ability to validate your work as critical, meaningful, and necessary. Many times your work is done to receive attention, but the accolades for you, my friend, are when you use your energy to help someone without gain and without complaint. Remember, your satisfaction is in the doing. The sleeping path emerges in relationships with people who feel you don't understand the problem they are trying to convey to you because you are so focused on solutions. Some may even go so far as to say you are callous or have no sympathy for the issues at hand. You can find yourself being pushed out and your gifts the gifts you provided ignored. Your soul begins to feel useless and not valued enough. Suddenly you may feel as though they're not enough for anything or anyone. You begin to soul sleep. I'm going to read that one more time. Suddenly you may feel you are not enough for anything or anyone. You may begin to soul sleep. You stop helping and your inner world becomes dry and motionless. You feel a sense of failure and then suddenly withdraw from people or projects. This sense of failure can further impact any limitations if you experience being constantly overlooked or discriminated against. Withdrawal should signal that it is time to question the motives behind your helping nature. For what reasons are you helping such and such to saying such and such to such and such or to someone or doing something for somebody? In discovering your motives, perhaps you will be able to recognize whether you are helping or whether you are fulfilling a desire to appear as a helper. Is your help appropriate at this time? Ask why you must be the one to find the solutions. In the essence, the helper is seeking validation. If you are yearning to be seen, you want to be given credit for what you are contribute. You want to be given credit for what you contribute. Many of us from heritage in which we have historically taken care of everyone at the expense of ourselves, but not always being valued for sacrificing. Yet you may be quickly blamed when things go wrong. The helper longs to be appreciated. Why is it you are giving, helper? What is it you are giving, helper? Are you overreaching beyond your capacity to prove that you are good, worthy? There is no need to overcompensate or use inappropriately to prove your worth. When failure becomes a path of wisdom and not an obstacle to your true nature, you will experience appreciation from within. Using others to reach some lofty goal, in effect working to be put on a pedestal, is to set yourself up for a fall when the pedestal is yanked from under you. There can be no greater validation than the fact that you are given the gift of life. Since your birth, you have been inherently valued. Angel number 1520. And at the bottom, at the top of this, it says the prayer and the sower. So I feel like what God is saying is that you need to be honest about the roles that you're taking on, why you are helping certain people, why you have chosen to put on certain endeavors. And is it really truly getting you to the life of your dreams and getting you where you want to be? If it's not, have a willingness to pivot so that you can truly bring the life of your dreams about. But remember, it is not coming by magic. It is by universal law. All right, y'all. That is all the messages I have for you. If it was great, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, put them down in the comment box below. If you want to work with me or learn more about Honestly Sis, please check out honestlysis.com. Until next time, dream those dreams. Never let the internet rush you, and never ever let someone tell you what you cannot do. Namaste.